Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons as we return after a small little hiatus back into the college football 26 dynasty here with our coaches. We are here at Michigan State trying to kind of bounce back after a loss and really find our footing back within the conference, and we've got a hell of an episode to do that. Back-to-back Saturday night primetime games on the road. First one here will be kicking off against the Washington Huskies, team who just a couple years ago played for the national championship. They are a top 25 team. We are now unranked, as we actually have been, if I'm not mistaken. So trying to get ourselves into the rankings, we can start with a win here tonight. So thank y'all for joining, and welcome back for those of you who are returning, and welcome if you are new here to Champ & Sons and all of our college football content. So first things first, before jumping in, we need to take a look at our recruiting. We do have 200 hours to spend, and a lot of these guys that we're looking at and trying to get, we're already at the maximum, right? So like guys like McCullough, who we're in a recruiting battle with, there's not much else we can truly do. Busby, same thing. We've got max points spent on them. We've hit the hard sell. We've gotten, their key points of the hard sell. So it's just really, we've got to let our play, I guess, do the rest of it for us. So guys like Isaac Rooks, who now Penn State has taken over as their lead guy. Unfortunately, we chose for him to visit us in week 4. Not the greatest result, but hey, it happens. Ahmad Guy, same thing. He's moved up with Kentucky, coming out of Cleveland, Ohio. It's one of those you wish you don't really want to lose those guys close enough into your pipeline and with your assistant coach's pipeline. But you lose some games, things can happen. So now we have to get back into it, let our play on the field kind of take over. So some other guys, Thad Lemon, I wanted to kind of see, whenever we do hard sells and stuff, even if it's one of the things that they value, they have their check mark. If it's not our highest rating, what kind of really is that impact on us? With guys like Lemon, it looks like it has a slight impact since we are third on him. Now, I did add in a couple other recruits that I wanted to look at. So James Hicks is going to be one of them, a cornerback out of Huntsville, Alabama. He's 3-star. He's not really being looked at by a whole lot of other schools, so figured give him a shot. Brian Gilliam, same thing on the defensive side, out of Hartsville, South Carolina. He's got decent speed, acceleration, change of direction. It's something we can also develop. He's not a primetime kind of guy. That's why they have him ranked as a 3-star. He's not a gem or anything, but he's got capability. Ernest Gilman, taking a look at him. And, as far as a defensive tackle goes, block shedding 75, tackling 76, pursuit 78. For a 3-star, he's a fairly solid 3-star prospect. So it's one of these, you come in late into the game on him, and that's okay, I think, with some of these other lower-rated guys because bigger schools aren't checking into them. So we're going to start hitting them up, see if we can't get some of these recruits to kind of join us and look to really build a program here. But let's go ahead and jump into the first game of the episode. On the road against the Huskies, you can tell the stadium is rocking here in Washington. They are number 22 in the country, 4-1 on, actually it looks like 6-1 on the season. We are 4-2, trying to supplant our spot here in the Big Ten with a massive top 25 win. So we drop off that screen pass to Marshall, and that one goes absolutely nowhere for us. And you can see how difficult it is to kind of play in this environment. So now 3rd and 5. Millie's going to be in the shotgun. 3-receiver set here. He's got the snap, fires it over the middle, and he hits a Mel, but nowhere to go after that. He hits our freshman coming across the middle there, and well played by the Husky defense. So this is what we get as far as our field goal opportunity. This is it right here. And we completely shank it, but they hit our kicker. We hit some poor kid there behind the end zone in the upper deck section. I hope he is paying attention. But we do at least get the personal foul, roughing the kicker penalty. And that guy did. He missed the block, and he blasted our guy, dude. So that's a worthy penalty, I'll say, and I will accept it, and that puts us down to the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10 following that. Here we are, 12 yards out from the shotgun, 3-wide set. As the snap hands off to Marshall, hole opens up, but defense closes it fairly quickly. Looked like he tried to make a cut as he saw that safety closing in and ended up being grabbed by, looked like a defensive tackle, pushed all the way back. So 2nd and 6 now. Millie staying in under center, has the snap in hand. Fires that to the right side, and that was going to be batted away. Looking for Braylon Collier in the back right corner of the end zone. That was a pretty piss-poor decision on that throw, as it could have been easily intercepted. So here we come out, 3 tight ends now. Marsh wide left by his lonesome. Marshall in the backfield, has the snap, hands it off to Marshall, bounces nowhere to go, loses a yard. Actually goes to the left hash mark at least. So here comes our other field goal opportunity. Maybe we can shank it to the right and kick it through the uprights once again. So about a 26-yard attempt, lines up, looked good, and we pulled it this time. That's weak BS on the kicking. That was lined up beautifully, and that's pull. That's bull. So after that missed field goal opportunity, we advance here later into the first quarter as they get a pass out, and one guy makes a lazy dive attempt at his ankles, freeing them up for a big gain to about the 38-yard line on their own side of the field. Score is still 0-0 here, though, so we are holding our own. Handoff up the middle, hit and brought down. Herzog, the first guy to get there, is going to bring him down behind the line, going to make it 2nd and 11. So here they come out, 3 wide set once again. As they clap their hands, has the snap back, hands up the middle, and we finally do bring him down right there. As Baskerville is going to be having to come off the field a little gimpy. Little gimpy Baskerville coming off. Hopefully he will be okay. He's going to get into that medical tent. We'll check it out after that. Pretzloff on the tackle on the previous play. 3rd and 6 now from the shotgun once again. Has the snap in hand. Pressure comes, fires over the middle, hits his receiver, and he's going to fumble. He fumbles it, and it's picked up by Bowman, and he has it at about the 45-yard line. What a play. They threw it. He made the catch and actually got the extra yardage, but in the fight to continue to gain yardage, he does end up fumbling, and that is going to put us in prime position here with a short field as Herzog forced that one free, and Bowman was the relative benefactor on it. So following the fumble here in the second quarter, we're at the 35-yard line now. We come out, hand that off to Marshall. Oh, hole opens up on the right side and brought down relatively quickly. It's still a gain of 3. At least we're gaining yards. These are tough yards, physical yards, but we are moving the ball. We're starting to get a little bit more consistent with that. 2nd and 7, has the snap, fires over the middle. He's going to hit Price, who makes the catch, and he's going to get brought down after about a gain of about 4 yards, 5 yards, give or take. At the 27-yard line, it is 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, big time 3rd down. Crowd is making some noise from the pistol, 2 tight end set. Offset to the right side. Play action, roll out left. Fires that one up. Hits Price open, and he's brought down at about the 19-yard line. 18 is where they're going to mark it. And that is going to be a first down, Michigan State inside the red zone as the Spartans offense is on the move. Great time for that play call right there. Short yardage. They bid on the play action. Now that allowed Price to get open and make that first down catch. So 1st and 10, fires it over the middle, and he overthrows his man, but a flag goes down, and it looks like they're going to call pass interference. And they will. That is going to be an automatic first down. I don't know if that was blatant pass interference, really, but hey, who am I to dispute the call of the game? I will take it, and that is going to be 1st and 10 from the 12 now. Going to be under center, 2 tight ends set. Marshall offset in the backfield right behind Millie. Play action, rolls out to his right, drops it off to Marshall at the 10, 5. He's got space, cuts it back, touchdown Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Jordan Marshall on the play action bootleg. Makes a catch, and then just a great move right there at the end to get past those final defenders and force his way into the end zone, and that's going to give us a lead here early in the second quarter as we make it 7-0. And you see him make the catch, had the space in front, but really it's this last move at the end to bring it back inside, take the direct route to the end zone, and that gives us 7-0 lead. So here come the Huskies following that touchdown, hand that one off, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and finally is going to be brought down by Bowman. No yards gained, but my goodness, how many tackles does he have to break to go nowhere? So 2nd and 10 from the shotgun. They got the snap back. Play action. Pressure comes, and he's going to be sacked back at the 17-yard line. Great play by this defense as we came flying through, and multiple Spartan defenders were in his face. He had nowhere to go, and they're going to give Jamil Ebron the credit on that one. I mean, three different defenders could have gotten there. Cal Thrush, he was right there on point, but they give it to Ebron. And big-time play by this defense to make it 3rd and long. So 3rd and 16 now. Defense is going to be lined up here, giving them some space, but not too much. Has the snap in hand. Clean pocket, fires it, and on corner round, he got beat. He beat us on that one. Byam, oh my goodness. Byam completely misplayed the deep corner route towards the sideline, and they hit it beautifully, and this game is now tied up. So not only can we, I mean, at least we got the touchdown, but Jesus, that is not how you want to respond on the defensive end or defensive side of that one. As Jordan Ross for the Huskies makes a catch and just takes it home easily. Good, clean blocking there by the Huskies. It looked like it may have been about to break down, but he got rid of the ball before, and Byam just got completely outclassed on that play. So now it's tied. We head to the, following up the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. So we drop that pass off to Amel on the left side. He's got a good 5 yards on a quick little out pattern. So 2nd and 5 now. The clock is moving, but not in that big of a rush. We have time. We do still have 3 timeouts. So do the Huskies. But we needed to make sure to try to get points in this one on this drive. 2nd and 5. Has the snap, fires over the middle. Hits Amel once again. And he picks up a few more, about 4 more yards to make it 3rd and 1 down to the 26-yard line. Crowd getting loud. The stadium is almost, you can almost not hear anything. Under center, 3 tight ends. Hands it off to Marshall. Up the middle, big hole opens up, and Jordan Marshall picks up good yardage down to the 20. Just basically on the precipice, just outside of the red zone, just barely enough. From the shotgun, 4 wide set. Has the snap in hand. Huskies rush only 4. Clean pocket. Fires out to the right side. Hits Marsh. Going down the right side and gets caught at the 1-yard line. Came all the way across the field from left to right. And he led him beautifully. Hit him on the numbers right outside the markers. And he makes it all the way down to the 1. So 47 seconds remaining after a timeout used by Washington. As we send Meeks in motion across the formation from right to left. Under center, has the snap. Hands off, up the middle. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Through the air and now the ground. Jordan Marshall going to get his 2nd touchdown of the game. As that puts us back on top here in the closing seconds of the first half. 45 seconds actually remain as we punch that one in. Now that is going to go ahead and take us to halftime. The Huskies would manage to get in field goal range and boot one through. So it is still a lead, but it's 14-10 instead of 14-7. Overall, passing-wise, quarterback-wise, we've been pretty even. They got the big play, which is really what separates them out with having 190 passing yards. The big difference is when you hit, a 70-yarder, that'll happen to you. We've had a couple of big drives here in the second quarter, so we're starting to find that offensive flow, starting to find those gaps. We just have to kind of keep it up. And then on the defensive side, I mean, you can't let big plays like this happen. Byam, I don't know what he was thinking. I know we had him back in the zone, but I don't know where anybody else was on that. We can't allow those kind of defensive mistakes to occur. So trying to correct that, here we come out in the start of the second half. Our opening possession, Millie in the clean pocket but couldn't find anybody, then takes off and is going to be sacked for a loss of 5 yards. Charles Ellerson comes up big on that play. That's his 2nd sack of the night. So now Millie, after giving up a 5-yard play with, I guess he just panicked in the clean pocket, steps up, fires that one over the middle. He's going to hit Collier coming across, and Collier picks up 14 of the 15 needed. What a play. And I get we're trying not to force it in because on the road you can get turnovers real easy, and that'll turn a game on its head too fast. So Millie being safe, hands that one off to Marshall on 3rd and 1, and that's going to be just enough for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 26. Here we come out, 5 wide set now, trying to spread out this defense. Millie claps his hands, has the snap back. Huskies rush 4, fires over the middle, hits Marsh. He's hit and brought down just before the line to gain. Again, about 8 yards on that throw, but that does put us officially in the red zone at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 2. 3 tight ends, Marshall in the backfield. Marsh wide left all by his lonesome, has the snap, handoff left. Hole opens up, Marshall turns it forward, battles against multiple Husky defenders, and he's brought down at the 3. He's got 83 yards so far on the day. A great game being had by Marshall. And it's games like this is why we really wanted him to stick around and not transfer, and I'm grateful that he did. So 1st and goal for this Spartan offense as we lead 14-10 from the 3. Millie going to be in a pistol formation, eye to the left this time. Marshall in the backfield. Has the snap, play action. He's going to roll out right, fires it over, hits his fullback, Soro, and he takes it into the end zone. The one guy that nobody thinks of because he blocks 99.9% of the time for us. He comes up with the catch and the touchdown, and that's going to allow us to extend our lead on the opening drive of the second half for us. We're going to make it 21-10. Malik Soro on the play action. I mean, he really does block for us. We have very, very few pass plays for him, but it's good to see him come through in big-time moments when we need him. So 21-10 is the score, and here come the Huskies following that touchdown. Quick throw to the left side, hits his receiver, nowhere to go. He picks up 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 now. Rashad Williams with that catch. So 2nd and 5 from the shotgun. Claps his hands, has the snap back, hands off. No, option keeper, and he's going to be hit, pushing forward. Broke 1 tackle, but Herzog comes in to seal the deal. Leo Ione for the Huskies picks up about 3 yards on that one. He almost had that. He almost did, but Herzog saved us. 3rd and 2. Has the snap, blitz, comes, pressure, gets there, and he's going to be sacked. Oh, my goodness. Brady Pretzloff comes through on that blitz, unchecked, and he comes up with a big-time sack on a 3rd down play. And that was just a great rush there. Untouched. I mean, I guess you could say we ran into our own defender more, but hey, we got through untouched. Now we're going to advance to the 4th quarter as we've held him off for this long, but an option keeper as he takes it to the right side and gets blasted by Byam. The score is still 21-10, right? So our offense has been held to really nothing since that opening drive. Our defense has done its job, but their backs are against the wall right now. 1st and goal, Huskies. As the snap in hand, throws it over the middle. That one is going to be knocked free. Woo, Bowman had, man, he almost let that guy get loose, but you delivered the hit right as the ball got there. Thankfully, he did. 2nd and goal now. Just under 14 minutes remaining in the ball game. Has the snap, hands off up the middle, and the hole opened up, and he gets through. And that's going to be a touchdown, Huskies. This is back to a 1-score ball game. 21-17 now here in the 4th quarter. That is not what you want to have happen when you're playing the number 22 team in the country on the road, is allow them back in a game in the 4th quarter. So they are going to go for 2 to try to make this a 3-point game. It's 21-16 now. They try to make it 21-18. 3 receivers left for the Huskies. Has the snap. Pressure comes up the middle. He's hit and brought down. Herzog wouldn't let him get away as he came through with a fiercely massive pass rush. I mean, my goodness, he came on the blitz and he would not be denied. Herzog, fantastic linebacker, really stepped up here so far in this season. Didn't see a whole lot of time playing beforehand, but he is stepping up massively now. So after that stop, here we come with the ball, trying to add another score on. If we can try to make this thing a 2-score ball game, that's going to give us a real good cushion here for the remainder of this quarter, for this final quarter. So 2nd and 9 after that throw to Amel out in the flat, nowhere really to go for him there. 10.5 minutes remaining. Millie is going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide set. Has the snap in hand. Huskies bring a late blitz. Fires over the middle. He's going to hit Colbin Price, our tight end. Came out of the slot on the right side. He picks up a good few yards. It's going to make it 3rd and 2 from the 30. So 3rd and 2, spread out the defense. Three wide here. Amell in the slot right. Marshall in the backfield. Has the snap. Hands off to Marshall. Going to right. Hole opens up. Big little move right there. And big play to get the first down by this running game. As Jordan Marshall now has 120 yards on the day. Hasn't had a touchdown or score since the first half. But, hey, he's coming up in big-time moments. Now three receivers to the left. 1st and 10 from the 23. As the snap, hands off to Marshall going left side. Hole opens up. He's at the 10 and brought down at the 8-yard line. Jordan Marshall with a run right up the gut. Big time play all the way down to the 8. That's going to be about 15 yards, give or take. So 1st and goal. Going to be under center, eye right here. Two receivers to the right side. Has the snap, play action. Rolls out to the right. Billy being chased, throws it late, and it tries to hit Colbin Price. That's a risky maneuver to make. Very risky play there by Millie. Sometimes just throw it away or eat the sack, but I'd rather them do that than get a turnover. So 2nd and goal, 3 wide set here from the shotgun. Amell is in the slot left, has the snap, hands off to Marshall up the middle, makes a cut, and Marshall takes it in. Touchdown Spartans. Oh my goodness. Oh baby, for his 3rd touchdown of the day, Jordan Marshall punches that one in. What a play here by this offense. I mean, I don't know how many more times this kid can do it for us. He came up, and just that last little juke move right there, the cut to the right side, took out 2 Washington defenders, and that really opened the lane up, and that's going to make this thing a 2-score ball game once again, which is all we would need. Washington wouldn't be able to do anything else after that. And so we're going to get a big top 25 win on the road in a primetime night game here as Washington wore their blackout uniforms for this one, and we spoil it as Marshall gets player of the game. 25 carries, 183 yards. My goodness. 25 for 183 and 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air. He had a hell of a day himself. So great job here by our team to come up with a big win. Having gone back and forth, being 4-2 on the season, it's good to see us bounce back there. Now, we have a couple things to do before we get to our next game against the Golden Gophers in Minnesota, right? Just a couple little things we got to handle. One, we got some coach points we need to look at spending. And really, Scheme Guru, I've grown to appreciate the Scheme Guru. Getting a little boost to the ratings and all that for the players. Like I said, I don't want to go motivator. Too many people have been doing that. I like Scheme Guru. One, Coach Sark, they have him labeled as like a Scheme Guru kind of guy. So that's what I'm going to go with also. Dude seems to be pretty successful, so that's where I'm going with it. I'm going to go Scheme Guru, add those additional points on, and you can see where we stand as a coach with the recruiting and then the scheme part. And I think that's a big reason for why we are 5-2 this season so far. But, we'll have to see how things shape out at the end, right? McCullough has dropped us below Cincinnati. You ingrate. Still, though, at least the battle is still on. I'll take that in a sense. As long as we still got the battle, I'm good. Gabriel Towns, we're battling with West Virginia. We have a slight lead over them. Isaac Rooks, he went to Penn State. Ahmad Guy decides to go to Kentucky. I don't know why. He's out. Lemon has completely locked us out. All right, so there go 3 recruits, 3 really good recruits that we really wanted. But, hey, this wasn't meant to be, I guess. Just was not meant to be. Now, here's what's funny. None of these guys, all these last guys, James Hicks and them, they were offered scholarships. None of them even put us in a top 10. And it becomes fine. Get off my board. I'm not going to waste any more time with y'all. I can't. I don't. I mean, it's one of those. I'm sorry, but if you're a recruit, and I mean, I've never been good enough at any sport to be labeled as a recruit for anything. But are you telling me you have no scholarship offers? A school comes up and offers you a scholarship, one that you never thought of going to, you're going to be like, sit on it and rotate, buddy. I ain't doing that. I mean, really, that's how it's going to go? I think that school would probably move up into your top 9 because you're like, ooh, I'll get school for free. But I guess not. Not in this game, at least. So here we come to add in a few more prospects. Now we have 350 hours of freedom since we lost all the guys to Penn State, Kentucky, then 3 other ingrates that didn't even want to sniff coming to Michigan State. So I'll take it. Downside is a lot of the guys that are left, they're all 2-star dudes, and I know we need them for depth. And hey, you know, who knows what these guys could come out to be. But still, it's kind of one of those. I guess we're gonna have to do this to fill in bodies. You know, it's just one of those things. So Brett Lanier, Sam linebacker, he's actually pretty good acceleration. Speed, I wish was higher, 75. Tackle 75, and pursuit 68. So I don't. He's gonna definitely be more of a depth kind of guy. But you know, well, we need depth. We need guys to commit. This is really kind of where we're at this stage. Henry Diablo, let's check out him. A right pass protecting right tackle, pass block 70, run block 70, pass block power 76. I do like seeing that, and finesse 72. He's a JUCO junior. He's definitely going to be a depth guy. He's not going to be starting anytime soon for us. But hey, if we can get him out of JUCO, why not, right? DeMarcus Beavers, tackle on the other side here. Let's see, 71 run block, 66 pass block. See, for a left tackle, that does make me real nervous. I mean, maybe we can develop him. You know, there's always potential with a lot of these guys that they become someone at least semi-decent. He may not be a starter anytime soon, but I think if we can keep him on the roster, who knows what he may become, right? Devon Vaughn. He's going to be a gem of a 2-star right guard, run block 72, impact blocking 82, strength 84. That's the kind of guy we need on our team. We are first of his interest, so that's a positive for us. We are first in his interest, and really looking at him, he would be a really good pick. And he's going to be an automatic commit. We got an automatic commit. I will take it. I will take it, folks, as we got a gem of a 2-star auto committed to us. Now, Jamie Iglesias, defensive tackle, 84 strength, which is pretty good, but pursuit 71, tackle 73. Where he lacks is going to be block shedding at 55, power moves 50, finesse is 69 though. Yeah, his awareness 58. He's going to be someone we're going to have to really develop, but he's got the potential. I can see the potential in this young fella. That's what I'll say. Now, after putting in all those points, I didn't want to go full-blown max, right? I just didn't want to do it just yet for some of them. We are only left with 35 hours, so it's not like we could go full bore on many of these guys, recruiting-wise at least. So, all right, that's going to be it for our recruiting here in this cycle. It's going to take us into our next game. And, yeah, like I mentioned before, we are on the road. This is a primetime game, and apparently Minnesota comes out with paddles to try to paddle your ass as they come running out onto the field. And then here we come out. This is going to be a big game for us. Minnesota's kind of a trap game. They're not the greatest record in the country. They're unranked. Our record is definitely better. They are 3-4. We are 5-2. But you can't let that go to waste. You got to step up and play big in every single game. And that's how we're going to jump into this thing, trying to do it with our defense taking the field first. So seeing as they get that first stop for a 3-yard gain, here we come out in the shotgun, 2nd and 7. The Gophers have the snap. Pressure comes from Burnett, and he's going to bring them down. Kakai Burnett comes up with the first sack of the game for this defense within the first minute on a 2nd and 7, and that's going to make it 3rd and 14. Just a great pass rush to get off his block and then to complete the deal with the sack of McGlynn. That was a fantastic play. That's going to make it 3rd and 14. Ooh, they have a 3-star recruit visiting, the Gophers do. Well, hopefully we'll get to spoil that kid's visit. So 3rd and 14 now, has the snap. Hands off, going to the left side, and kind of just a give-up play as Ebron's the first one to make contact. And that would force a punt. So here we come following that punt. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Has the snap, pressure comes, and then he delivers that one to Jordan Marshall. What happened on that blitz? That dude came flying through and then just peeled off at the last second. I'm not too sure what happened there. But once again, I'll take it. I will take it. Who am I to complain, right? 2nd and 5 from the 36-yard line now. Millie going to be in a pistol formation to the right side. 2 tight ends. Has the snap. Play action once again. Fires that one up. He's going to be looking for Price, and he's got him at the 7, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I thought Millie put himself in harm's way, drifting poorly around the pocket, but he delivers a dime to Colbin Price as he got blasted. And Price makes the catch wide open. They did not expect the tight end to drift out like that. And that's going to be a big-time play by this offense to give us an early lead. Now later in the second, both teams have added a field goal. It's 10-3. Dropping off a screen pass on a 2nd and 2. Marshall's got space, cuts outside. More space, and then brought down out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. That's going to be 1st and 10 Spartans here. This is a 7-point ball game still, but we are looking to keep pushing here. 1st and 10 Spartans. Marshall coming off that screen pass catch. And well blocked, actually. Very few times can I say that about our screen passes, but that one was well blocked, and it picks up 21 yards. Look at that little jump cut there by Marshall to break that dude's ankles as he gets right before he gets knocked out of bounds. So 1st and 10, Millie, 7 of 11 for about 100 yards on the day and a touchdown. A pretty good start to the night for him. He's going to come out under center, I formation. As the snap, hands off Marshall, going to the right side, and the Golden Gopher defense dug that one up as they bury him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Staying in the shotgun, 3 receivers set here. As Millie claps his hands, has the snap back. Gophers rush only 4, throws that one up. Hits Collier in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Now, that's a risky kind of throw, but, man, Millie's got some growth happening in these kind of games. He is coming up big. Delivered a perfect pass on that throw right to Collier in the end zone, and that's going to extend our lead now to 2 scores. So later in the second quarter, after forcing a punt, our defense has done pretty well so far today. As we force another one, here we come right back at him on the offensive side. Jordan Marshall on a 2nd and 10 is going to pick up 9 yards and make it 3rd and 1. He's got 61 yards so far on 8 carries. Not quite 8 yards a carry, but pretty damn close to it. 3rd and 1. 5 minutes ago in the second quarter, Millie has the snap, hands off to Marshall, cuts to the left side, hole opens up, and he's going to be brought down at the 36-yard line. More than enough for a first down, as it's 1st and 10 Spartans. So from the 36, 3 receivers set. Amel's in the slot right. Millie has the snap, claps his hands in a clean pocket. Pressure gets there as he throws it away, and they're going to throw the flag. That's got to be for grounding. Clean pocket, just no one is really open. That was a pretty piss-poor pass design, I think. Didn't really allow anybody a chance to get open. So that's going to make it 2nd and 23. So Millie staying in the shotgun on 2nd and 23, back at their own, or back at the 48. Has the snap. Rolls out to his right, fires that one up. He's going to hit Meeks coming across the field, and Meeks gets brought down after a big gain down to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3. So going to be under center now. Meeks in at the slot right position with Collier on the right side. Both bunched in close. Has the snap. Blitz comes. Fires it to the left, and that's going to be intercepted by the Gophers as Marsh drags him down from behind. But promising drive near the end of the first half is brought to an abrupt close. Now, thankfully, our defense would keep them from adding any points on, so at halftime it is going to be 17-3 still. 176 passing yards, which I don't like having to rely on the pass this much. I prefer it to be a little bit more even with the rushing yardage, but, I mean, I guess I could say it's working out. Despite the one interception, it's working out fairly decently for us, so we've got some good things happening in the first half. It's given us a good lead. 30 more minutes of football left, and we can seal up a win, but we got to play solid. So here come the Gophers on their opening drive of the second half. On a 1st and 10, clean pocket, throws it out to the right side, and that's going to be intercepted. Boyum leapt up to make that play. He got beat on that kind of corner route against Washington. He did not get beat tonight. That is a kid who is growing and learning right there as he followed him. And I mean, also not the greatest throw in the world, let's be real. So I'll take what we can get here as we do get that interception. Jamichael Byam kind of making up for his mistake from the last game. Stops that one. Great jump ball. And that's going to give us possession at the 22-yard line on our own side of the field. So here we come out to start the second half. Going to be in a shotgun. 3-receiver set. Has the snap. Gophers rush only 4. Millie fires that one deep to the left side. It's going to be caught by Collier across midfield and pushed out at about the 35-yard line. What a play by this offense. Millie, great blocking first and foremost. He had really no pressure coming in at him on that one, and then just delivers a dime for 44 yards by the end of it as he hits Collier on the move. Big-time gain here by this offense, and that sets us up in great position. He said we lead 17-3. If we can keep adding touchdowns to it and make it this thing at least a 3-score game, we got potential to start shutting the door early in this second half. So Millie on a 1st and 10 has the snap. Blitz comes, fires it late, hits Colbin Price over the middle. Open space in front of him and brought down at the 17-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 16. I'll take that extra yard. No biggie. Colbin Price, the tight end, coming across the field. They just forgot about him, I guess, as he was wide open, and that leads to this 1st and 10. Under center now, 3 tight end set, hands off Marshall to the left side, hole opens up, turns it upfield, and Jordan Marshall gets brought down after a gain of about 7. And he's starting to get a little slow to get up. It seems like he's been kind of beat down a little bit in this game so far. So we do bring in Dunham. So Dunham will be in the backfield, handoff up the middle to him, makes a cut, takes on 3 Golden Gophers, and is finally brought down at the 1-yard line. His first rush of the night, and he gets 8 yards on that one. 1st and goal, Spartans. So 1st and goal, here we come out in a pistol formation. Looks like we've got about 4 tight ends in on this play. Dunham in the backfield, has a snap, handoff left, and nowhere to go. The defense played that one incredibly well. So we just lost 2 yards. That's a positive, right? I guess you could say. It's not a positive at all. It's a very big negative. That's going to lead us with 2nd and goal in the I formation under center. Millie hands off going to the right side. Dunham hole opens up, and Jamison Dunham punches that one in. Touchdown Spartans. And he's doing the disappearing act. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dunham scores and celebrates with a disappearing act. At dirtiest of all dirty celebrations that could be done, the most disrespectful. It's like he wasn't even on the field. That would give us a lead. Now, here we are in the 4th quarter. It's a 2-score lead thanks to a pick 6 thrown. It's 27-13, but we've got an opportunity once again to try to shut this door on them. We let them back in just a little bit. Pick 6 will do that to you. Now we got to shut the door right back in their face. 2nd and 11 following that run by, I think that's actually Marshall is in the game. So here comes Dunham. He's back in. Going to be in a 3-wide set from the shotgun. Millie snaps the ball, has it, hands off to Dunham. Hole opens up, and him and the center kind of run side by side down the middle of the field. And that's going to pick up good yardage down to the 16-yard line inside the red zone. We're looking at a 3rd and 1. Well, not 18-yard line. My mistake. Under center, once again, hands off Dunham. Takes on a linebacker, but he gets beyond the line to gain, which is actually going to be about the 16.5, 17-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans. Approaching 9.5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. As Millie comes set, claps his hands, looks over the defense. Claps him again, has the snap back, hands off to Dunham, left side. Following his blockers, just a convoy with him, and he picks up 8 yards. Great run by Dunham. Looked like he ran into his blockers, but whoop, nope, that was just a convoy. He got right in the middle as the wall of linemen protected him for 8 yards down the field, and that gets him to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 2 now. 2nd and 2, going to come out in a heavy set formation. 2 tight ends to the right side. Dunham in the backfield with Soro between him and Millie. Has the snap, hands off left. Dunham cuts out left. He's got space at the 5. Takes it to the corner. Touchdown Spartans. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That'll give us a 34-13 lead. And my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, put that nail in the coffin. There's not enough time for this Gophers to try to really mount a comeback against a quality opponent such as us. And in fact, they wouldn't. All that would happen is we'd get a pick 6 by Brady Pretzloff. So, win all around here. Back-to-back wins once again. Good to see it happen in primetime games, though. Jamison Dunham, 63 yards, a couple touchdowns for him. He did a great job filling in when Marshall got a little banged up there. And that's exactly what you need is that kind of depth, especially in the backfield for you. So, well played here by these Spartans in back-to-back games. And now we've got something going in our season. We are bowl eligible, 6-2, and it's great to see that happen as we return home against a banged-up Wisconsin Badgers team. That'll be in the next episode, guys. The season is moving along. We are now in the top 25 as the number 21 ranked team in the country. Great to see us here. Let's see if we can keep it going. All of that continues in the next episode. So as always, everybody, stay safe. And, well, y'all kind of know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.